Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guru, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, to all the sages and saints of this world, and to you divine souls watching today's satsang. So today we will be studying Sutra number 14 of the Raja Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. So the sutra says, Sa tu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito drid bhumihi. I will repeat. Sa tu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito drid bhumihi. So satu means that this practice, dirgha kala means for a long time, naigantarya means without break, continuous, ceaseless, satkara means with faith and with devotion, sevita, and when we practice that well, drid bhumi, then you're on firm or stable ground. So the meaning of this sutra is abhyasa, which is repeated practice when practiced well without a break for a long time and with perfect faith and devotion, one becomes firmly established. So Sage Patanjali is taking the time to guide us on how exactly, what should we be expecting from our practice. A lot of times people try to do it for a week or 10 days and then they don't see results and then they say this doesn't work. So the three things here Sage is guiding us is that first of all, you do it for a long time. You eat food every single day. You don't say I only ate yesterday so I don't need to eat today. You will eat till you die. So the same thing needs to happen with our spiritual practice and all these things that are worth accomplishing. So one should set don't just set a small time limit, just enjoy the activity, even if you do it for a little time, but do it consistently and regularly. So aspirants are in different levels of evolution. Some attain success in a short time, some take a longer time, because it is all based on their previous embodiments and the karmas and what level the soul was in before it took birth in this body. So you can't compare and say my friend is doing it so much better or he is so much worse and I'm so much better. This is an individual path to take, and each, just like your prescription from your doctor is separate for every single person. You can't take somebody else's medicine. So one should develop tenacity in his nature, be firm in doing your practice, and continue to intensify positive impressions. So the art of positive thinking becomes very important. And just think of when we sow a mango seed, and we want a tree to come out and for it to give fruits. It will take a long time, but initially you have to put in a lot of effort and protect the seedling, and when it sprouts you have to continue to put manure and good fertilizer and water it and all that. But then once it becomes big and it grows, then it gives fruits incessantly and for a long time. The same concept applies to your fruit of self-realization. You have to put in the required effort. We cannot fake it. We cannot go to quick scheme gurus and try to put somebody. Don't spend money on these things. See, this knowledge I'm giving you is free and profound. So therefore you need to go to authentic sources. These days on the internet there are so many misguided people, and and many are actually there to just take your money. I'm sorry to say that, but we all then we get caught in get rich quick schemes, those kind of things. There is no shortcut to spirituality. You have to earn it. You have to be dedicated, and then when you are sincere, the right energies, the divine energies will come and guide you, protect you, and you will grow. So the second aspect here is without any break. The second important, so we have to do it consistently. Off and on practice doesn't work. We call it soda water enthusiasm, like opening a bottle of Pepsi. It creates a lot of fizz, and the second time the fizz goes less, and the third time it becomes very low, and the fourth flat. So we don't want our spiritual practice to be like that. We need to be consistent, regular, without any break. So don't set too ambitious goals. Don't take 3 hours every single day. I mean, if it's not practical and you can't do it, if you're working full time, even 20 to 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes even is good, but do it regularly and make that part of your routine. Just like make it your ritual for yourself. Just like you eat breakfast, you brush your teeth, you bathe every morning, and you have your drive your car, go to work, right? So you have all these rituals. Make this a part of your ritual, and over time you will see that this investment in your time is yielding the best possible productivity for you. You will, every dimension of your life will start to grow better if you do this properly and seriously. But the samskaras or impressions of sense enjoyments that you have done over a long time, over many births, not just this birth, mind you, they exist in the chitta or your mind stuff of a man, and so it's difficult to destroy them in a very short time. Therefore, the reason for doing prolonged and protracted practice, we have to be firm in that. And so I think I've made this point clear, that don't expect short-term results. Be in it for the long term. That's the drana. This is a marathon. This is not a 100-meter sprint, so to speak, right? So the third one is do it with faith and devotion, because without that you may do it for a long time. You may even have the practice and you without any break. All that is good, but if you don't have faith and devotion, obviously that's a fundamental flaw in the whole process. Without faith and devotion, nothing will work, because humility and compassion are the fundamental building grounds of Sanatana Dharma. So we have to believe that that divine energy, that cosmic energy will guide us, and it invest in our welfare once we invest our time in that energy. So that is extremely important. So basically faith, why? Because it leads to intense aspiration. You start doing good things, you start building virtues, eradicating vices, those kind of things. You aspire, when you aspire for big things, what happens? You draw divine grace, because the energy sees you're not running after the mirage, you're running after God. And when you take one step towards God, God takes 1,000 steps towards you. Believe me, this is Kali Yuga, and in this Kali Yuga people have become greedy, materialistic. Nobody has time for spiritual practices, or even if we do, we are always trading with God, asking for things rather than praying and getting holistically part of that God particle, that dimension. So that's very important that we understand. Detachment has to be real. We cannot fake these things, and therefore this channel is for people who are seriously wanting to do something with their lives, change their dimension for the better. And if you like this channel, please continue to subscribe it and share it with others, because this is our Sanatan Dharma community that we are building. And when I say Sanatan Dharma, it's not just Hinduism, it's everybody, the whole world, Christians, Muslims, anybody who wants to, because this is the knowledge of the self. If you're open-minded and you are willing to learn yoga, because these are universal laws, they apply to everybody equally. Water is water, you see. I mean, what has religion got to do with it? People in India drink water, we drink water here, we cry from our eyes, we smile with our lips and teeth, and we all reproduce the same way, we are born the same way, and we die the same way. So continue to practice your religious faith if you want to do that. But if you are open and you want to learn more about making your life better and taking you to a whole new dimension, then this YouTube channel would greatly benefit you, because we are posting very profound and deep insights from the ancient sages and saints. As you know, Sanatan Dharma is the oldest religion in the world. There's a lot of wisdom in it. It does not believe in converting anybody. It believes in revealing the truths from the Vedas and the Upanishads. Upanishads means the deep mysteries of the universal laws. So that is what I wanted to communicate through these sutras to each of you. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.